Good morning everyone. Bitcoin is almost at new all-time highs. We are trading around $110,000. Welcome everyone. Alessandro here. We're gonna have a look today why Bitcoin could reach $220,000 in this bull run. And I have different charts and indicators that are suggesting that, guys. So we're gonna have a look into that. We're gonna have a more bullish and fun video today. We are not gonna cover too much in details all the TA here in the immediate short term, because anyway, you know it more or less. We were repeating that in the last couple of days already. After this buy signal in the immediate short term here in the 4-hour and 3-hour time frame, we have seen this huge run up, and until here we're not getting a sell signal. The pump will continue. The question is only if we're gonna see immediately new all-time highs, or if we are in here for another little leg down, a little pullback before we head higher. We will see that. The good thing is that during this bull run, we are seeing, or at least during this pump, we are seeing the altcoins, most of them pumping nicely. So all of the ones that you probably already own, like me, Ethereum, Tron, Solana, Ordinals, Trump Coin, Pepe, Doge, and even Mudeng, that is currently also pumping nicely, is doing really nice moves. Also, Mudeng is a new meme coin that as soon as it's moving, this reminds me very much in the early stage of the crypto phase, or crypto life, basically, when everything moved always like two digits, both to the upside and to the downside whenever there was a move in Bitcoin, while the other altcoins and meme coins, now you see only 3%, 4%, 6%, and so on. Mudeng is still one that always is moving with 2 digits, and this is what I like very, very much about that meme coin as well. But we are not going to cover too much those altcoins, guys. You know the ones that I already own: Solana, Ordinals, Tron, Ethereum, and so on. Of course, they will be moving according to Bitcoin, which is just pushing above $110,000, guys. We are so close to create new all-time highs. So congratulations to all the hodlers out there, especially the ones that are in here since a very long time, like me. So welcome everyone. Make sure to be subscribed on this channel. Of course, everything in this video will be no financial advice, just my own opinions, my own TA, my own observations. And of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing everything with you guys. Also, what I'm trading, what I'm selling, what I'm buying, what I'm investing in next, and so on. This is all no financial advice, no promises, nothing, guys. But so far we have been doing great, of course, and that's why also before we're gonna start into Bitcoin and why I think that 220k is possible in this bull run, probably within 2025, before the next bear market starts eventually next year. I'm gonna tell you, of course, also what kind of coins that I'm watching out next. So here in the video description, you're gonna find here different lists and new upcoming coins like Token 6900, Bitcoin Hyper, Snorter, and so on. I did on each of them a tutorial video how to purchase those coins if you want to follow me, and if you also want to invest. Also, if you need some cryptos like Ethereum, Tether, which is mostly needed in order to invest into those coins, you're gonna find here the links to my exchanges that I'm using: Bybit, Binance, Phemex, Maxi Global, and so on. You can sign up with my links to get extra deposit bonuses if you want. And after we have seen here the launch of Solexi and also the exchange listing, of course, eventually this coin can continue to pump like crazy. Everything is possible, but as soon as I'm seeing a consolidation after the first few waves of a new coin, I like to take most of it out and put it into the next ones that are launching. And currently we have several new ones like Token 6900, Bitcoin Bull launching in 4 days. We have many new upcoming coins. Also Bitcoin Hyper, this new layer 2 on Bitcoin that will come out. Everywhere you get very high staking rewards. Here, for example, it's 400%. That means that also here, if we are putting our gains, this is at least what I'm doing, I'm putting my gains into those next upcoming cryptos, and also staking those coins, because like that also here we have the chance to multiply again our gains as well. Of course, no financial advice, guys, nothing is guaranteed, but I just like to spread my money everywhere around into those new coins. And one also that is giving you a lot of APIs currently, Wall Street Ponke, also this new Ponke meme coin I'm buying in. They're just getting started, but the good thing about this one is that they passed the audit already, so the consult audit is done, everything okay. Also their community here on Instagram or Telegram is getting bigger and bigger every day, and here I think it's just a matter of time until like we're gonna see the big altcoin season, and all of those new coins are finally then starting to get very hyped, and everyone is looking then for the next Pepe meme coin and next Doge coin and so on. And I think all of them have very good chances to do that. That's why I'm spreading my money everywhere. And also, if you want to invest into such coins, guys, guys, right now on all of them, Bitcoin Hyper, Wall Street Ponke, Token 6900, everywhere you get here very high API. That means you can buy whatever amount that you want, just stake those coins and leave them here until launch. I keep you updated, of course, like I did with the Mind of Pepe, like on Solexi, on many others. Once the time is right to take profits, or how to claim the coins, or how to buy or how to stake the coins, I will update you on that. That's why be subscribed here. And therefore, of course, I told you now which ones I'm looking out next. Of course, Bitcoin Bull is coming out in 4 days. Last chance to get on board into this one, guys. But we have also others like Bitcoin Hyper, Token 6900, Snorter, Wall Street Ponke, and so on that I'm watching out. Because currently there are many upcoming coins that I bought all of them. You can find the complete list in the video description. But of course, always take it with a grain of salt, guys, because not all of them, of course, can perform. For example, like Solexi, sometimes more than that, sometimes less than that. Everything is possible with those new low market cap coins, and that's why I like to invest into them. This is next to my Bitcoin trading, of course, and altcoins trading. And now let's start with the first price model that is predicting that Bitcoin could reach around $220,000, maybe even more than that. And this is the Bitcoin supplier model. You can get it through Trading Different. That's a website or a trading tool that I'm also using. You can check it out here in the video description. Trading Different tools over here. With this link, you can get access to, for example, liquidation heat maps on different coins, not only Bitcoin, also many altcoins and meme coins, and also to different price models for Bitcoin. And this one here also is predicting that Bitcoin could top out until November 2025, so this year, somewhere up here. This is what we did based on this indicator in every bull run. We topped out in this blue upper zone here during the bullish phase after the halving. This is what happened every time, or at least like 3 times. And now the 4th time, will it be different, or will we be seeing the same? Who knows? But based on this indicator, of course, it is possible that Bitcoin could reach those targets. Then the other ones are here in the in TradingView, because they are more kind of indicators, and therefore I want to go more into a cleaner chart. But first, just let me repeat also here the extension levels for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is always reaching on the next stage of the next bull run, always at least the 1618 Fibonacci extension level, sometimes also the 236, based on the previous cycle top and bear market bottom. And this time it would be the 1618 at $180,000, so also close to 200k, and the 236 at $500,000. If we're gonna reach 500k, I don't know, guys. Of course, no financial advice, just my own opinions, etc. But this, I think it's only realistic if we really enter like into a super cycle or something like that. But 180k, I think, also 200k, I think it's quite reasonable. And I think it shouldn't be that much of a problem for Bitcoin to reach that probably within this year. And in the previous bull runs, you see that always the 1618 got reached, and sometimes even the 236 here at 20k, $4,300, $1,400, $180. So everywhere where we had those extension levels, Bitcoin had problems to push higher, or it was even the cycle top of that bull run. So this is also something that is suggesting that the cycle top is not in yet, that we're most likely going to go to much higher levels. Then if I open up here a more cleaner chart and I pull out some indicators, for example, we have the Bitcoin Rainbow chart. This one also is predicting that we could see the cycle top somewhere in the red phase up here, in this red zone up here, currently around $220,000. It's going even up here to 250k. But based on this indicator, the Rainbow Wave indicator is supposing basically that we will see much higher levels for Bitcoin, probably until November 2025. So also here. And also here in previous bull runs and bear markets, also it signaled always where it's good to buy, where it's good to sell, and so on. And we are basically right now in just a hodl area right in the middle. So not in oversold condition and also not in overbought condition. So also this indicator is predicting around 200k for Bitcoin. Then we have the global M2 money supply, which is of course rising and rising. That is of course a good sign also for Bitcoin, because for now it looks like that we are more or less correlated to the money supply. So whenever the money supply is going higher, you cannot exactly tell how high Bitcoin can go based on that. But as long as it's going higher, you should expect also that the Bitcoin price will go higher, and probably most of the other assets as well. And vice versa, once this one is starting to decline, once it's going down, then of course it's likely that we're going to enter into a bear market or something like that. So this is just a side note, not an indicator that Bitcoin will reach 200k. Then we have other indicators, for example, the beam bands and Fibonacci levels as well. Also based on that, we should be reaching a price of around $210,000 to $220,000 for Bitcoin if things are starting to heat up. This is the upper red zone up here, and you can see that in every bull run we reached that target. And of course, also the higher the Bitcoin price will go and the faster the Bitcoin price will go, the higher those lines are going. So that means that also here, $220,000 is just where we are lining up right now. If the price suddenly is starting to skyrocket like crazy, it is possible, of course, that also here this line is going higher and higher. So also here, based on the Fibonacci levels and beam bands here, based on this indicator, around $220,000 is very likely for Bitcoin. Then, of course, we also have the Pi cycle indicator. This one is, of course, still far away from getting across and confirmation that the bull run is over, because the short-term MA, this yellow moving average here, must cross above this white one, the long moving average from the Pi cycle indicator, which is at 180K. And that means that Bitcoin would need to trade for quite a long time above 180K in order for the short-term moving average to cross above the long-term moving average. So also based on this indicator, prices above 100K should be incoming for Bitcoin. So we have different indicators, guys, that are suggesting that we could see here Bitcoin somewhere at around $220,000, maybe even higher than that, topping out. Of course, this is no financial advice, just based on different indicators, and I thought that this or today it was nice to cover that once, because just to see in the bigger picture where we are trading at right now. Of course, you can do some scalp trading like I am doing. I took this long here and I'm waiting now to close my long. I'm of course overall bullish for Bitcoin, but whenever I see that eventually in the next coming hours and days we will come down again, I just like to exit my long position and maybe even open up a short to take the ride to the downside, and then again once we are pushing again to the upside, to switch again over into a long position when I have time. Of course, you don't have always 24/7 time to open up a trade, but whenever it's possible, I like to do that. All right, guys, that's it for now. Let me know, what do you think? $220,000, a 2x from here, it's possible or not? Let me know that in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Be subscribed, and we're gonna see us all in the next one. Bye for now.